Hey Taurus, I need you to sit with me for a moment because what I am about to share with you is something that has been unfolding in the spiritual realm. And honestly, when I pulled these cards, I had to take a step back. This reading is not just about someone thinking about you or missing you. This is about someone whose entire life has completely unraveled. And the chaos they are experiencing right now is beyond anything I have seen in recent readings. We are talking about divorce, threats, financial ruin, and this person is actually spying on you because they cannot accept what has happened to them. I want you to understand something right from the start. This reading is heavy, but it is also incredibly revealing about the karmic justice that is playing out right now. This person thought they could walk away from you, treat you a certain way, maybe even betray you or take you for granted, and now their whole world is crumbling. And the most intense part is what they actually want from you now that everything has fallen apart for them. So let me pull these cards, and I am going to walk you through exactly what the universe is showing me about this situation. The first card that came through is the Queen of Pentacles. And when I saw this, I immediately understood that this card is representing you, Taurus. This is your energy right now. And let me tell you what the universe wants you to know about where you stand in this entire situation. The Queen of Pentacles is showing me that you have built something solid for yourself. You have created stability, you have created security, and you have done this through your own hard work and dedication. This is someone who knows how to nurture themselves and others, someone who has practical wisdom and who understands the value of creating a life that is grounded and abundant. What I am seeing with this card is that while this other person's life is falling apart, you have been busy building. You have been busy creating a foundation that cannot be shaken by their chaos. The Queen of Pentacles sits in her garden, surrounded by abundance, and she is not worried about what is happening outside her realm because she has created something that is hers and hers alone. This is you right now, Taurus. You have reached a point where you understand that your peace, your stability, your abundance does not depend on anyone else. You have learned to be self-sufficient in the most beautiful way. But here is what the Queen of Pentacles is also telling me about why this person cannot let you go. They are looking at you and seeing everything they lost. They are seeing someone who has their life together, someone who is thriving, someone who represents the stability and security they threw away. The Queen of Pentacles has this earthy, grounded energy that is magnetic. And this person is drawn to that because their life is the complete opposite right now. They are in chaos and you are in calm. They are in lack and you are in abundance. They are in confusion and you are in clarity. I need you to really sit with this because the Queen of Pentacles is not just about material abundance. She is about emotional abundance too. You have done the inner work, you have healed, you have learned to value yourself, and this shows. People can feel when someone has done that work, and this person can feel it, which is why they cannot stop thinking about you even though their life is a mess. They remember what it felt like to be around your energy, and now that they do not have access to it anymore, they are realizing what they lost. The second card that came through is the Seven of Swords, and this card is giving me chills because it is confirming that this person has been sneaky. They have been deceptive, and right now they are still being deceptive. The Seven of Swords is the card of someone who operates in the shadows, someone who is not being honest about their intentions, someone who is trying to get away with something. When I see this card in a reading like this, it tells me that this person has a history of not being straightforward with you, and they are continuing that pattern even now. Let me break down what the Seven of Swords is showing me about what this person is actually doing right now. This is someone who is watching you from a distance. They are keeping tabs on you through social media or through mutual friends. They might even be going out of their way to find out what you are doing and who you are with. The Seven of Swords represents someone who is moving in stealth mode because they do not want you to know they are still paying attention. They want to appear like they have moved on, like they are fine, but behind the scenes, they are obsessed with knowing what is happening in your life. What is really interesting about this card is that it also shows me this person is being dishonest with others about what happened between you two. They might be playing the victim, they might be telling people a version of events that makes them look better, they might be hiding the real reasons why their life is falling apart. The Seven of Swords is someone who cannot take accountability. So instead, they create narratives that protect their ego. They are not telling people the truth about what they did to you or how they treated you, because admitting that would mean admitting they were wrong. But here is the thing about the Seven of Swords that you need to understand. This kind of sneaky behavior never works out in the long run. The universe sees everything, and the truth always comes out. This person thinks they are being clever by spying on you or by controlling the narrative, but they are actually just digging themselves deeper into their own karma. Every time they check your social media, every time they ask about you, every time they lie about what happened, they are keeping themselves energetically tied to a situation that is causing them pain. They cannot move forward because they are too busy looking backward at you. The Seven of Swords is also telling me that this person might try to sneak back into your life. They might reach out casually, they might try to test the waters to see if you would be receptive to reconnecting. But their intentions are not pure. They are not coming from a place of genuine change or growth. They are coming from a place of desperation because their life is a mess and they think you might be able to fix it. You need to be very careful here because the Seven of Swords warns that what they show you on the surface is not the whole truth of what they want. The third card that pulled through is the Eight of Pentacles, and this card is so significant because it is showing me the contrast between where you are and where they are. The Eight of Pentacles is the card of mastery, dedication, skill development, and consistent effort. This is someone who is focused on improving themselves, someone who is committed to their craft, someone who understands that real success comes from showing up every day and putting in the work. This is your energy, Taurus, and it is a huge part of why this person cannot stop thinking about you. What I am seeing with the Eight of Pentacles is that you have been in a period of serious personal development. Maybe you have been focused on your career, maybe you have been learning new skills, maybe you have been working on yourself emotionally and spiritually, but whatever it is, you have been putting in the effort, and it shows. The Eight of Pentacles is not about overnight success. It is about the kind of progress that comes from dedication and discipline. You have been building something real, and this person can see that. This card is also telling me that you are not distracted by the drama that is happening in this other person's life. While they are falling apart, you are staying focused on your own path. The Eight of Pentacles sits at a workbench completely absorbed in their craft. And that is you right now. You are not looking over your shoulder wondering about them. You are not getting pulled into their chaos. You are staying in your lane and continuing to build your life. This is driving them crazy because they are used to being the center of attention and they cannot understand how you are able to move forward without them. What the Eight of Pentacles is showing me about what this person wants from you is connected to this energy of mastery and stability you have cultivated. They want access to the life you have built. They want to benefit from the work you have done on yourself without having to do their own work. They see you thriving and they want to attach themselves to that energy because their life is the opposite. They are not in a place of discipline or focus or growth. They are in a place of chaos and destruction, and they think being around you might somehow save them from the consequences of their own actions. But here is what you need to understand about the Eight of Pentacles. In this context, you did not build what you have for someone else to come in and benefit from it without earning it. You did not do all that work on yourself so that someone who treated you poorly could waltz back in and enjoy the fruits of your labor. The Eight of Pentacles is teaching you about boundaries and about understanding that not everyone deserves access to what you have created. Some people need to be left outside the workshop while you continue to perfect your craft. The fourth card that came through is the Moon, and when I pulled this card, I felt this wave of confusion and illusion and things not being what they seem. The Moon is one of the most complex cards in the tarot because it deals with the subconscious, with hidden fears, with deception, and with things that are lurking beneath the surface. In this reading, the Moon is showing me that there is so much about this situation that is not clear. There are things this person is hiding. There are fears they have that they are not expressing. And there is a level of emotional manipulation happening that you might not be fully aware of. Let me tell you what the Moon is revealing about this person's internal state right now. They are absolutely terrified. Their life is falling apart. They are facing consequences they never thought would happen, and they are dealing with fears that are keeping them up at night. The moon is the card of anxiety, of nightmares, of not being able to see the path forward clearly. This person is in a state of emotional chaos and they do not know how to get out of it. They are confused about what went wrong, they are scared about what comes next, and they are projecting a lot of their fear onto you. What is really important about the moon in this reading is that it is showing me this person is not being honest about their motivations. When I said earlier that they want something from you, the moon is telling me that even they might not be fully conscious of what they actually want. On the surface, they might tell themselves or tell others that they just want to reconnect, or that they miss you, or that they made a mistake, but underneath that, there is something much more complex happening. They might want you to rescue them, they might want you to validate that they are not a bad person, they might want you to take them back so they can prove to others that they are still desirable or worthy. The moon is also warning you about deception. This person might not be telling you the truth about what is happening in their life. If they reach out, they might minimize how bad things really are. They might hide certain details about the divorce or the financial problems or the threats they are receiving. They might try to present themselves in a better light than reality because they do not want you to see how far they have fallen. The moon says, do not trust appearances right now. Do not trust what this person says at face value, because there are layers of illusion and confusion surrounding them. Another really significant aspect of the moon is that it represents the subconscious and psychological patterns. This person is likely repeating patterns that have caused them problems their whole life. The chaos they are experiencing is not just bad luck. It is the result of choices they have made consistently over time. The moon is showing me that this person has deep-seated fears around abandonment or unworthiness that drive them to act in self-destructive ways. They might sabotage good things, they might push people away and then panic when they leave. They might create drama because it is the only way they know how to feel alive. These patterns are what led to their current situation, and unless they do serious inner work, nothing is going to change for them. The moon is also telling me that this person is projecting their own shadow onto you. They might accuse you of things they are actually guilty of. They might blame you for the problems in the relationship when really they were the ones who created those problems. The moon energy can make people very confused about where they end and someone else begins. They cannot see themselves clearly, so they project their own issues outward and make it seem like everyone else is the problem. The fifth card that came through is the Empress, and this is such a powerful card to come through in this position because it is reinforcing what the Queen of Pentacles already showed me about your energy. The Empress is the ultimate card of feminine power, creativity, abundance, nurturing, and natural magnetic energy. This is you, Taurus. This is the energy you are embodying right now, and it is part of why this person cannot let you go even though their life is falling apart. The Empress is someone who is in full bloom. She is fertile with ideas, with creativity, with love, with abundance. She sits in her natural environment surrounded by beauty, and she does not have to force anything because everything flows to her naturally. This is the energy you are in right now, and I cannot emphasize enough how powerful this is. While this other person is experiencing death and destruction in their life, you are experiencing birth and creation. You are in a phase where things are growing for you, where opportunities are opening up, where you are attracting good things naturally. What the Empress is showing me about why this person is so fixated on you is that they remember what it felt like to be in your presence when you were sharing that nurturing energy with them. The Empress is someone who gives generously, who loves deeply, who creates beauty and comfort for the people around her. They experience that side of you, and now that they do not have access to it anymore, they are feeling the loss deeply. Their current life is harsh and cold and difficult, and they remember when they had someone who made everything feel softer and warmer and more beautiful. But here is what the Empress is also telling you about this situation. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot nurture someone who is not willing to nurture themselves. The Empress knows how to give, but she also knows her worth. She does not give her energy to people who waste it or who do not appreciate it. She does not allow people to drain her so they can avoid doing their own healing work. The Empress is abundant because she takes care of herself first, because she sets boundaries around her energy, because she understands that true nurturing comes from a place of overflow, not from a place of depletion. The Empress is also a card of creativity, and this is significant because it is showing me that you are in a phase of your life where you are creating something new for yourself. Maybe this is a new career path. Maybe this is a new relationship. Maybe this is a new version of yourself. But whatever it is, you are actively building and creating, and this person can sense that. They want to be part of what you are creating because they are not creating anything positive in their own life right now. They want to benefit from your creative energy, your abundant energy, your nurturing energy, without having earned the right to be in your space. What I love about the Empress in this reading is that she is reminding you of your power. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. You are not just getting by, you are flourishing. And this is not by accident. This is because you have done the work to cultivate this energy within yourself. The Empress does not beg anyone to stay. She does not chase anyone who leaves. She does not lower her standards to accommodate people who are not on her level. She knows that the right people will be drawn to her light and the wrong people will naturally fall away. The sixth card I pulled is the Hermit, and this card is giving me such clarity about the journey you have been on and why you are in such a different place than this person whose life is chaos right now. The Hermit is the card of inner wisdom, solitude, introspection, and spiritual seeking. This card is telling me that you have spent time alone. You have spent time looking inward. You have spent time getting to know yourself on a deeper level, and this has been crucial to your growth. What the Hermit is showing me is that at some point you made a conscious decision to step back from external chaos and drama and to focus on your own inner landscape. Maybe this was after the relationship ended, maybe this was during a difficult period in your life, but you chose to go within rather than constantly seeking answers or validation from the outside world. The Hermit climbs the mountain alone with only a lantern to light the way, and that is what you have done, Taurus. You have been willing to do the inner work even when it was lonely, even when it was difficult, even when you did not have anyone cheering you on. This is such a stark contrast to what this other person is doing. While you were going inward and doing your healing work, they were running from themselves. They were distracting themselves with new relationships or new situations or new drama, anything to avoid having to sit with themselves and face what they needed to face. And now their avoidance has caught up with them. The chaos they are experiencing is the universe forcing them to stop running and to finally look at themselves, but they still are not ready to do that, which is why they are looking to you. The Hermit is also showing me that you have gained wisdom from your experiences. You are not the same person you were when you were with this individual. You have learned lessons, you have gained insights, you have developed a level of self-awareness that makes you powerful. The Hermit holds up the lantern of truth, and you are able to see this situation clearly now. You are not fooled by their manipulation. You are not swayed by their chaos. You are not tempted to go back to something that did not serve you. The wisdom you have gained through your period of introspection is protecting you right now. What the Hermit is telling me about what this person wants from you is that they want you to be their guide. They want you to light the way for them because they are lost in darkness. They want you to give them answers, to help them make sense of their life, to show them how to get out of the mess they are in. But the Hermit is clear that this is not your responsibility. Everyone has to walk their own path. Everyone has to find their own inner light. Everyone has to do their own climbing. You cannot do someone else's inner work for them no matter how much they want you to. The Hermit is also a card of spiritual awareness, and I am seeing that you have developed a strong connection to your intuition during this time of introspection. You trust yourself now in a way you might not have before. You can sense when something is off. You can feel when someone's energy is not aligned with yours. You can recognize red flags that you might have ignored in the past. This spiritual awareness is a gift, and it is keeping you protected from making the mistake of letting this person back into your life before they have done their own work. The seventh card that came through is Queen of Wands, and this card is absolutely on fire with confident, charismatic, bold energy. The Queen of Wands is someone who knows who they are and is not afraid to take up space. She is magnetic, she is passionate, she is independent, and she commands respect wherever she goes. This card coming through is showing me another layer of your energy right now, Taurus. And it is also showing me exactly why this person is so drawn to you, even as their life falls apart. The Queen of Wands is that person who walks into a room and everyone notices. She has this warm, vibrant energy that is impossible to ignore. She is not trying to get attention, she just naturally draws it because she is so comfortable in her own skin. This is the energy you are stepping into or have already stepped into, and it is a huge shift from wherever you were before. The Queen of Wands does not dim her light for anyone. She does not make herself smaller to make others comfortable. She does not apologize for being powerful. What I am seeing with this card is that you have reclaimed your personal power in a major way. The Queen of Wands sits on her throne holding her sunflower, and her black cat sits at her feet, symbols of her connection to both the light and the mysterious aspects of herself. She has integrated all parts of herself, and she is not afraid to show the world who she really is. This is where you are right now. You are not hiding anymore. You are not playing small anymore. You are not pretending to be less than you are to accommodate someone else's insecurity. This person, whose life is in chaos, is absolutely triggered by your Queen of Wands energy. They remember when you were more subdued, when you were easier to control, when you were looking to them for validation or direction. Now you are the queen of your own life, and you do not need anyone's permission to be great. This is threatening to them because it highlights how much they have lost. The Queen of Wands does not chase, does not beg, does not lower herself. She knows her worth, and she expects others to rise to her level or stay away. The Queen of Wands is also showing me that you have become very clear about what you will and will not accept in your life. You have boundaries now that are non-negotiable. You have standards that you are not willing to compromise on. You have a vision for your future that does not include people who bring chaos and instability. This clarity is part of what makes you so magnetic right now, but it is also part of what makes it impossible for this person to have what they want from you. They want access to your energy, your light, your power, but they have not done the work to be someone who can match that energy. Another aspect of the Queen of Wands that is significant here is that she is independent. She does not need a partner to feel complete. She does not need validation from others to know she is valuable. She does not need someone else to make her life meaningful. She is whole on her own, and any relationship she enters is because she wants to, not because she needs to. This is the energy you are embodying, and it is so attractive but also so intimidating to someone who is codependent or who needs others to feel okay about themselves. The 8th card that came through is the Fool, and I have to tell you, when this card appeared, I felt this sense of new beginnings, fresh starts, and unlimited potential. The Fool is the very first card in the major arcana, and it represents standing at the edge of a cliff, ready to take a leap into something completely new and unknown. This card is significant in this reading because it is showing me that you are entering a new chapter while this person is stuck in the endings and consequences of their old patterns. The Fool is fearless, not because they do not recognize danger, but because they trust in the journey and in their ability to handle whatever comes. The Fool carries a small bag, which represents traveling light, not being weighed down by baggage from the past. This is such an important message for you right now, Taurus. You have released so much weight, so much baggage, so many old patterns and beliefs that were holding you back. You are ready for something completely new, and you are approaching it with openness and optimism. What the Fool is showing me about this situation with the person whose life is in chaos is that they represent your past, and you are ready to step into your future. The Fool does not look back. They look forward toward the horizon with excitement about what is coming. This person wants you to turn around, to come back, to re-enter the old story, but the Fool says your path is forward, not backward. You have learned what you needed to learn from that situation, and now it is time to move on to new experiences and new connections. The Fool is also showing me that you are open to taking risks in a way you might not have been before. You are willing to try new things, to meet new people, to explore new possibilities. This openness is going to bring amazing opportunities into your life. The Fool is loved by the universe because they trust the journey, and when you trust the journey, the universe conspires to support you. You are entering a phase where synchronicities are going to increase, where doors are going to open seemingly out of nowhere, where the right people and opportunities are going to show up at exactly the right time. What this person wants from you is to stop you from taking this leap. They want you to stay in the familiar, even if the familiar was painful. They want you to doubt yourself, to second guess your decision to move on, to wonder if maybe you should give them another chance. But the Fool is clear that your path is forward into the new, not backward into the old. This person represents a chapter that has closed, and the Fool is the first page of your new chapter. The Fool is also reminding you to stay innocent and open-hearted even after everything you have been through. Do not let this person's chaos and betrayal make you cynical or closed off. The Fool maintains a sense of wonder and trust in life even after setbacks. Yes, you are wiser now. Yes, you have boundaries now. Yes, you can recognize red flags now, but you still believe in love and goodness and the possibility of beautiful connections. This balance between wisdom and innocence is your superpower right now. The 9th card I pulled is Strength, and this card is absolutely perfect for this reading because it is showing me the real source of your power in this situation. Strength is not about physical force or aggression. It is about inner fortitude, courage, compassion, and the ability to tame your own inner beasts. The image on this card is usually a woman gently closing the mouth of a lion, showing that true strength is about mastery over yourself rather than trying to control others. What Strength is showing me about where you are right now is that you have developed incredible emotional resilience. You have been through something difficult with this person. You have experienced pain and betrayal and disappointment, but you have not let it destroy you. Instead, you have used it to become stronger, wiser, more self-aware. The Strength card appears when someone has done the hard work of facing their shadows, healing their wounds, and choosing to respond to life's challenges with grace rather than bitterness. This is one of the main reasons this person cannot let you go. They are watching you handle adversity with strength and dignity while their own life falls apart under pressure. They do not have the inner resources you have developed. When things get difficult, they collapse. They blame others. They spiral into chaos and drama. But you have learned how to stay centered even in the storm. You have learned how to be gentle with yourself while also holding yourself accountable. You have learned how to feel your feelings without being consumed by them. Strength is also showing me that you have compassion for this person, even as you maintain your boundaries. You can see that they are suffering. You can understand that they are struggling, but you also know that you cannot save them from the consequences of their own choices. The Strength card teaches that compassion does not mean allowing people to treat you poorly. You can wish someone well from a distance. You can hope they find their way without being the one to guide them. You can have empathy without sacrificing your own well-being. What this person wants from you is your strength. They want to absorb your energy, your calm, your ability to handle pressure. They think if they can just get close to you again, some of your strength will rub off on them and they will be able to handle their chaotic life better. But strength cannot be borrowed or stolen. It has to be developed through your own inner work. They want a shortcut and you represent that shortcut to them. But the Strength card is clear that everyone has to build their own inner fortitude. The Strength card is also telling you to trust yourself completely right now. You know what you need, you know what is right for you, you know what your boundaries are. Do not let anyone make you doubt your own inner knowing. The woman in the Strength card is calm and confident because she trusts herself completely. She is not looking to anyone else for permission or validation. She knows her own power and she wields it with grace. This is you right now, Taurus. You have found your strength and no one can take that away from you. Okay, so I have pulled 10 cards for you and I need to take a moment to really summarize what the universe is showing me about this entire situation because it is intense and layered and there is so much happening beneath the surface. Let me bring all of this together so you can see the complete picture of what is going on and what this person actually wants from you now that their life has completely fallen apart. What these cards are showing me is that there is such a stark contrast between where you are and where this person is. You are the Queen of Pentacles sitting in your abundant garden. You are the Eight of Pentacles mastering your craft. You are the Empress in full creative bloom. You are the Hermit with wisdom gained from introspection. You are the Queen of Wands confident and magnetic. You are the Fool ready for new adventures. And you are strength personified with grace under pressure. You have done the work. You have healed. You have grown. And you are thriving. Meanwhile, this person is the Seven of Swords, sneaking around and being deceptive. They are the moon lost in confusion and fear and illusion. They are experiencing the consequences of choices that have led to divorce, financial ruin, threats, and complete chaos in their life. They have not done the inner work. They have not taken accountability. They have not learned the lessons they needed to learn. And now everything is crashing down around them. What do they want from you? They want everything you have built for yourself. They want your stability, your peace, your abundance, your wisdom, your strength, your magnetic energy. They want to attach themselves to your light because they are in darkness. They want you to rescue them from the consequences of their own actions. They want access to the version of you that is healed and whole and powerful without having to do their own healing work. But here's what is so important for you to understand, Taurus. You did not build what you have, so someone else could come in and benefit from it without reciprocating. You did not do all that inner work, so someone who hurt you could avoid doing their own work. You did not heal yourself, so someone else could drain your energy again. What you have created is yours, and you get to decide who has access to it. The universe is showing me very clearly that this person is not ready for you. They are still in their chaos, still being deceptive, still refusing to take full accountability for their situation. Until they do their own inner work, until they face their own shadows, until they build their own stability from the inside out, they will only bring chaos into your life if you let them back in. And you have worked too hard to get where you are to let anyone pull you backward. I want you to really feel into the power you have right now. You are not the person you were when you were with them. You have evolved, you have transformed, you have stepped into a completely different version of yourself. The person they remember does not exist anymore. You are the queen now. You are the empress. You are strength. You are the fool about to embark on an incredible new journey. Do not let their chaos pull you back into an old story that you have already closed the book on. If this person reaches out, if they try to reconnect, if they try to explain their situation and ask for another chance, I want you to remember these cards. Remember the Seven of Swords and know they are likely not being fully honest. Remember the moon and know there are layers of confusion and manipulation. Remember your own cards, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, Queen of Wands, and Strength, and know that you have built something precious that deserves to be protected. You are entering a beautiful new phase of your life. The Fool is showing you that amazing opportunities are coming, that new connections are on the horizon, that your willingness to stay open and trust the journey is going to be rewarded. Do not let someone else's past pull you away from your future. You have earned this new chapter through your hard work and healing, and you deserve to experience it fully without the weight of someone else's unresolved karma. I hope this reading has given you clarity about what is really going on beneath the surface of this situation. Trust yourself, trust your boundaries, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. The universe is supporting you in this new chapter, and everything that is meant for you will find you at the right time. Keep moving forward, keep building your beautiful life, and know that you are protected, guided, and so deeply loved by the universe.